play on the ground and into the end zone for 6.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. The Jaguars ready to go offensively for the first time with Gardner Minshew, former 6th-round pick, at QB. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard.
The ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defense. He took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
That 3rd down conversion, good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The wide receiver.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first carry now for Thompson. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy is nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And a short gain down to about the 33. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Dean Lowry, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 54 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Mason Crosby.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the
shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Number 34 on the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. Or setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
With the score, Packers
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at their own 37. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Knocks him over. And some room to maneuver. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers are able to stretch them. Lead out further. Now Crosby for the point after. And it is now 21-0.
The kick is good.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run with Thompson. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
At the 29-yard line. A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball. Take care of the ball.
And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Josh Allen. He's the one who's going to get credit for the sack, and he, like the rest of us, have to be saying, okay. Rolling to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
A pickup of 13 on the play. It's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for it. He's got a man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down and goal to go.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer Bengals add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, Walker. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times, just like the ticking time bomb, the longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And a loose football. And the Packers pick it up.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson.
Rodgers pass. Intercepted.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff.
Delay of game, offense.
That's not good enough, man.
They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return is Irvin. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Mason Crosby to kick off.
Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. On the return, Walker. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Irvin to return. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think
that he's into the clear.
Let's get that swagger, y'all. Let's get that swagger.
Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones, 72 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Nothing. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 34.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And able to find Conley. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Buying time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kenny Clark, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Looking deep for Adams. And got his man complete. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 65 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
At the 8-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man open, it's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams. His second touchdown of the Super Bowl. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point try now for Crosby. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass incomplete.
Is no good on the fake extra point.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible.
Too.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Minshew with a give to Fournette. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
27, Leonard Fournette, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jaguars, nothing.
From the 40 now on second down. Minshew.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. Kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Jags grab it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, Oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Forced out to his left. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3-tight-end look on the first play of the drive.
First and 10 at the 40.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 45 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And they will take a knee here.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers flushed out right. Super Bowl 55 hitting the home stretch, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th. And goal. And the Jaguars are... able to come up with a goal line stand.
The previous play is under review.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Rodgers throwing here. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And at 50 seconds left, he'll spike it to stop the clock. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. Oh, that really would have been something to see, but he's denied by the framework.
Do you remember seeing David Akers in Green Bay a few years ago on opening day? He had a 63-yarder to end the half, hit the crossbar, and go over. So sometimes it works for you, and sometimes it works against you.
And this time, it's against. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Kevin King there defensively.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping. It's caught inside the 25.
You thought you had it. You thought you had it.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And the Lombardi